everyone, I'm Aveline. Welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all having an amazing day. So, I finally have a build for you with for rent, or at least like parts of a build. So we'll talk a little bit about that. But this build is built in Tomarang. Is that how you pronounce that? I'm not really sure. I wanted to kind of do an apartment. A gathering of a collection of apartments. I think the conclusion to this is that it's called a triplex because it's 3 apartment buildings put together. I think so. That's what I'm gonna go with in an apartment triplex. It's taken me a while to figure out what I wanted to build with the pack. I'm gonna be straight up honest with you. Felt so not inspired after doing the overview that I just genuinely, nothing sparked. Like, I did not know what to do with the, I still kind of don't really know what to build with the pack. Like, I think it's so out of my comfort zone, and then on top of that, it's Christmas time, so whenever I sit down and I'm like, what to build, because I'll do that sometimes. Like, I'll sit down and I'm like, so what do you want to build? What do you feel like building? All I can think of is Christmas houses. Like, I have nothing else in my head than Christmas houses. So it kind of came at like an awkward time, I guess. Maybe if the pack came out in November, I would have been a little bit more like, sure, let's just jump out of our comfort zone and try some different things. But I only have Christmas houses in my head. So I did come up with this though. I decided to just look around in Tomarang and see what kind of buildings they have there. And they have a lot of these, like, this is especially inspired by the shell that is literally right behind the house, because I think that that collection of 5 apartment buildings looks, or is it 6? It might actually be 6. It looks so good. So I wanted to build something like it that could kind of like blend in with this neighborhood. And so I found a picture of I think it was like a row of apartment buildings as well, took some inspiration from that, added my own colors to it, added some decor to it, and this is basically what it ended up looking like, or at least it'll end up looking a little bit different than it does right now, but at the end of it, you know, that's what it's gonna look like. And I will say, this is just the shell of it, because I figured I decided that the best way to go about this when in regards to building this sort of house was to do the shell separately from the apartments. So I'll have 3 apartments actually going up with different themes. Also because I just wanted to make sure that I could take my time with the exterior of the building, and then also with the interior of the different apartments, instead of like feeling like I have to rush through it, because otherwise the video would end up being like an hour long. Like 3 apartments is a lot to build in a row right after building an exterior of a house. And some of you might be okay with that. I'm personally not. So we're splitting it up, and I hope you guys are okay with it. It just means that you're gonna get 4 videos out of this build, and you can kind of skip, like, if you don't like the theme of one of the apartments, you can kind of skip it. I'll also make sure to upload the shell for this house, so without any of the apartments done, to the gallery, and also on Patreon, so you can get it without any of the decor, so you can completely decorate the apartments yourself if you want to. I have themes in mind for the different apartments, so I'm very much looking forward to decorating them all in full and just take my time with them and add a lot of decor and have fun with it and stuff. Make it very detailed and stuff like I feel like I wouldn't be able to do that if I just had to put it all in one video, which is kind of funny because I'm pretty sure this is a 20 by 15 as well, or is it a 30 by 20? I can't tell. It looks like a 20 by 15. It looks like a very small lot. I don't know. I don't even know what the area of this map is called, but it's the upper left one. There's only 2. Have you noticed? There's only 2 areas in Tomarang, which is kind of surprising, but at the same time, I guess they thought since there'll be apartment buildings, that means there's going to be a lot of households in this world, and so they might have had to tune down the amount of lots they could put in, because there's going to be, otherwise you could fit in so many households in Tomarang, which might glitch gameplay. I don't know why. I'm just trying to figure out why, so that's like my train of thought. I don't know. I haven't asked them, but I have seen a couple of people complain a little bit about it on Twitter, or X, whatever we call it these days. So I think that could possibly be one of the reasons, but like, I don't know. So, but yeah, we're having some fun with apartment buildings. I think that middle one actually gets like a top floor, Doesn't it? Didn't I add an extra layer, an extra top? I can't remember. Where's my thumbnail picture? Oh no, it didn't. Right, it didn't. Oh my gosh, some of these items, like I placed an extra item on the not ceiling, on the roof of that burgundy apartment building, and it took me I don't know how long to find. I didn't even find the one that I wanted. I ended up going for another one, but like it was impossible to find. So that was the whole thing. It's fine though. We got to it. Did you notice that on the thumbnail as well? I usually never include I think I've done once before, but that's it. I never include Sims in my thumbnail pictures, but I accidentally included my playtester in this one because she blended in with the sign that I put down in front of the building. She just blended in so well that I didn't even notice her. So Moana, it's actually like a modern version of Moana that is playtesting for me these days. But she's in the thumbnail picture, so she's having her moment on the channel, I suppose, as if her getting both a Create a Sim video, I think, but I can't fully remember, but maybe, and also her own build, as if that wasn't enough. She just needed an extra moment, an extra minute on the channel. So, but anyway, wanted to talk a little bit about the pack as I've experienced it so far. So all things like builder's block aside, or not so much builder's block, just like wrong inspiration, I suppose, because I'm just like Christmas mood. Like I'm really in the Christmas mood. I fall asleep to Christmas videos. I wake up and put on Christmas music. I'm in a Christmas mood, and Christmas for me does not look like this. So I'm like slightly confused, if you will. You know what I mean? So yeah, aside from that, I do feel like still that there's some items missing, like a two-seater couch, for example. That's one that I think is pretty weird they left out because I think a lot of I have this idea of Thai apartments as being very small and not necessarily having room for like a clunky Sims 4 three-seater couch, if you get what I mean. So that one was a little bit surprising. I really missed that one for the apartment that's currently on the right side because that one is going to be a single mom's apartment. It's very small. So all three apartments here are very, very small. And I don't know, I think also considering that they added like the small oven and the small fridge, it's very clear that they're kind of like, keeping that in mind. Like these apartment buildings are very, very small and very narrow, but then not including a two-seater couch. That seems weird. There is also no children's bedroom stuff, nothing really for teenagers either, so I feel like that's missing too. And my game for some reason is like super laggy. I don't know what it is. It was fine while I was building up to a point, but I had to restart my game as well like 3 or 4 times while I was building the exterior of the house. Now that I'm working on the interior, it is almost unbearable. It takes like 3 seconds no, let's not say 3 seconds, 1.5 to 2 for me to place down items. And you can imagine, as someone who likes to decorate a lot and add a lot of clutter, decor pieces, and just make everything a little bit cramped, that it's making the building decorating process very, very slow. So I don't know what that's about. Like I can't really figure it out if it's like a pack related issue or if it's like one of my mods. Maybe I should test that out. I'm pretty sure I already tried to test that out actually, now that I think about it, because I did start the game without my mods activated or whatever enabled. So that's weird, right? Are any of you having that issue? So yeah, I'm gonna do my best to get these 3 apartments up over the next 3 days, but like if it's gonna continue like this, it's gonna take a very, very long time to get them done. I'm gonna have to like really pull out my extra stash of patience, essentially. So we'll see how it goes. But the exterior of the house at least went fairly painful free. English is not really going well today. It's one of those days, It's just one of those days. Nothing's really working out. And we're just gonna work around it, okay? Can't really work around the lag though. It's it's a bit unbearable. Also, for some reason, I couldn't move the lot once I'd already decided which rooms were gonna belong to which apartments. I couldn't move the lot, and I don't remember if I figured out how to. I think it might be because I'm doing my usual thing. No, I'm not. I'm straight in build mode. I'm not even in live mode first. Yeah, so I don't really understand why. Because usually when I build, I will move a sim to the lot. So you can see me struggling with it here like nothing is happening. Usually when I build, I'll move a sim to the lot, and then because that means that I can change like light fixtures and stuff, light strengths, brightness, and stuff like that. But for this one, apparently I just went straight into build. So maybe it's that I actually moved her there that helped me figure it out, or maybe I just didn't figure it out in the end. I can't remember, but that is a thing though. I don't know why. So just be wary of that. Be aware of that. That you might need to, certain conditions need to be met for you to actually move the lot after you've split it up into different apartments. But the splitting it up into different apartments actually turned out to be very easy, so that was a pleasant surprise. I have not had any issues with that. I'm looking forward to having fun with that system as well. I am kind of curious to see if maybe you can do it, because I haven't watched other people's videos. You guys know I don't really watch speed builds. No disrespect to my fellow speed builders out there, like really none whatsoever. Full respect to them, because amazing people, amazing builders out there. I just don't watch speed builds, so I haven't really figured out yet if that's actually a thing that you can do. So it's gonna be a little bit funny to see if I can make that work as well, and if not, we're just gonna ignore that whole talk. But also, I kind of had in mind when I was building the exterior of it, also wanted to include the floor planning, just because I wanted to make sure. I kind of see the floor planning as a part of the process of making a shell, because if there's something that's not working with the floor plan, if you are having issues with like window placement and stuff, you do need to change the look of the building as well. So I just wanted to make sure that I had the floor plan done before finishing up the shell of the house. The two are connected in my mind. Yes, I hope that made sense. But I can't remember what I said before. All right, the bottom floor of the middle one, I actually wanted to turn that into a store, but I don't think that is possible. So now it's gonna look like there's a store there from the exterior, but there's not. I might have to change the front door. I just didn't know until I went into starting decorating the apartments. I didn't really think about it, to be honest. I just thought it would be so cool if they had a store, a family-owned store on the bottom floor with like plants or something, and then they could live above that store. I don't know, this seemed very realistic to me, so that's kind of what I wanted to go for, but unfortunately I don't think it works. If it does though, let me know. If there's a workaround it, or if I just accidentally click the wrong things or whatever, let me know and I'll try to make it work still so we can have that store on the bottom floor of the apartment. But if it doesn't, also feel free to let me know. If you've already tested it out, let me know please, so I don't have to bother with it. So like I know that it's just impossible and we should not even try. But that was the plan, at least. That was the first idea that I wanted to go with. So yeah, but unfortunately I don't think it's actually gonna work. So, but I think we are almost at the end of this video, so I hope you guys like the shell. If you do, you can download it off the gallery. My ID is AvelineYT, and you can also find it under the hashtag Aveline or AvelineYT. And as always, it'll be on my Patreon as well. So will the finally decorated edition version 2 when it's done at some point. So, but I hope you guys are looking forward to some apartment builds as well. That'll be up over hopefully the next 3 days, but we will see. If that lag consists or continues to exist for me, it's gonna be a little bit difficult to make it, but I'll try. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe and all that good stuff if you did, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye bye.
Still got your pearls hanging by my bedside. Still got your lips on paper in the trash now. I never knew love could be so sweet. I never knew it would sting. like this would leave me in pieces.